A flood having come could not shake it, for it had been founded on the rock. But he who heard and did not built a house on the earth. The stream broke forth, and immediately it fell.
Today's reading from the Old Testament, Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 1 through chapter 3, verse 17. And we turn and journey into the wilderness, the way of the Red Sea, as Yahweh has spoken to me, and we go around Mount Seir for many days. And Yahweh speaks to me, saying, For you go around this mountain long enough, turn for yourselves northward. And the people command you, saying, You are passing over into the border of your brothers, sons of Esau, who are dwelling in Seir, and they are afraid of you, and you have been very watchful. You do not strive with them, for I do not give any of their land to you. Even the treading of the sole of a foot I have given Mount Seir to Esau for a possession. You buy food from them with money and have eaten. You also buy water from them with money and have drunk. For your God Yahweh has blessed you in all the work of your hands. He has known your walking in this great wilderness these 40 years. Your God Yahweh is with you. You have not lacked anything. And we pass by from our brothers, sons of Esau, who are dwelling in Seir, by the way of the plain, by Elath and by Ezion-Geber, and we turn and pass over the way of the wilderness of Moab. And Yahweh says to me, Do not distress Moab, nor stir yourself up against them in battle, for I do not give any of their land to you for a possession, for I have given Ar to the sons of Lot for a possession. The Enim have formerly dwelt in it, a people great and numerous and tall as the Anakim. They are reckoned as Rephaim, they also as the Anakim, and the Moabites call them Emim. And the Horim have formerly dwelt in Seir, but the sons of Esau dispossess them, and destroy them from before them, and dwell in their stead, as Israel has done to the land of the possession which Yahweh has given to them. Now rise and pass over the brook of Zered for yourselves, and we pass over the brook of Zered. And the days which we have walked from Kadesh Barnea until we have passed over the brook of Zered are 38 years, until the consumption of all the generation of the men of battle from the midst of the camp, as Yahweh has sworn to them. And indeed the hand of Yahweh has been against them, to destroy them from the midst of the camp until they are consumed. And it comes to pass, when all the men of battle have finished dying from the midst of the people, that Yahweh speaks to me, saying, Today you are passing over the border of Moab, even Ar. And when you have come near the sons of Ammon, you do not distress them, nor stir yourselves up against them. For I do not give any of the land of the sons of Ammon to you for a possession, for I have given it to the sons of Lot for a possession. It is reckoned as a land of Rephaim, even it, Rephaim, formerly dwelt in it, and the Ammonites called them Zamzummim. A people great and numerous and tall as the Anakim, and Yahweh destroys them before them, and they dispossess them and dwell in their stead. As he has done for the sons of Esau who are dwelling in Seir, when he destroyed the Horim from before them, and they dispossess them and dwell in their stead to this day. As for the Avim who are dwelling in villages as far as Gaza, the Caphtorim who are coming out from Caphtor have destroyed them and dwell in their stead. Rise, journey and pass over the brook of Arnon. See, I have given into your hand Sihon, king of Heshbon, the Amorite, and his land. Begin to possess it, and stir yourself up against him in battle. This is the day I begin to put your dread and your fear on the face of the peoples under the whole heavens, who hear your fame and have trembled and have pained because of you. And I send messengers from the wilderness of Kedemoth to Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass over through your land in the way I go, I do not turn aside to the right or left. You sell me food for money, and I have eaten, and you give me water for money, and I have drunk. Only let me pass over on my feet. As the sons of Esau who are dwelling in Seir and the Moabites who are dwelling in Ar have done for me, until I pass over the Jordan to the land which our God Yahweh is giving to us. And Sihon king of Heshbon has not been willing to let us pass over by him, for your God Yahweh has hardened his spirit and strengthened his heart, so as to give him into your hand as at this day. And Yahweh says to me, See, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before your faces. Begin to possess his land. And Sihon comes out to meet us, he and all his people, to the battle at Jahaz. And our God Yahweh gives him before our faces, and we strike him and his sons and all his people. And we capture all his cities at that time, and devote the whole city, men and the women and the infants. We have not left a remnant. Only we have spoiled the livestock for ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we have captured. From Aroer, which is by the edge of the brook of Arnon, and the city which is by the brook, even to Gilead, there has not been a city which is too high for us, and our God Yahweh has given the whole before our faces. Only you have not drawn near to the land of the sons of Ammon, any part of the brook of Jabbok, and cities, the hill country, and anything which our God Yahweh has not commanded. And we turn and go up the way to Bashan, and Og, king of Bashan, comes out to meet us, he and all his people, to the battle at Edrei. And Yahweh says to me, Do not fear him, for I have given him and all his people and his land into your hand. And you have done to him as you have done to Sihon, king of the Amorite, who is dwelling in Heshbon. And our God Yahweh indeed gives Og, king of Bashan, and all his people into our hands, and we strike him until there has been no remnant left to him. And we capture all his cities at that time. There has not been a city which we have not taken from them. 60 cities, all the region of Argob, the kingdom of Og in Bashan. All these are cities fortified with high walls, double gates, and bar, apart from very many cities of the open place. And we devote them as we have done to Sihon king of Heshbon, devoting the men, the women, and the infants of every city. And all the livestock and the spoil of the cities we have spoiled for ourselves. And at that time we take the land out of the hand of the 2 kings of the Amorite, which is beyond the Jordan, from the brook of Arnon to Mount Hermon. Sidonians call Hermon Sirion, and the Amorites call it Senir. All the cities of the plain, and all Gilead, and all Bashan, as far as Salshah and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan. For only Og, king of Bashan, had been left of the remnant of the Rephaim. Behold, his bedstead is a bedstead of iron. It is not in Rabbah of the sons of Ammon. Its length is 9 cubits, and its breadth is 4 cubits, by the cubit of a man. And this land, which we had possessed at that time from Aroer, which is by the brook of Arnon, and the half of Mount Gilead and its cities, I have given to the Reubenite and to the Gadite. And the rest of the Gilead and all Bashan, the kingdom of Og, I have given to the half-tribe of Manasseh, all the region of Argob with all Bashan. It is called the land of the Rephaim. Jair, son of Manasseh, has taken all the region of Argob, as far as the border of Geshuri and Maakathi, namely Bashan, and calls them by his own name, Havoth Jair, to this day. And I have given Gilead to Machir. And to the Reubenite and to the Gadite I have given from Gilead, even to the brook of Arnon, the middle of the valley and the border, even to the brook of Jabbok, the border of the sons of Ammon. And the plain and the Jordan and the border from Chinneroth even to the sea of the plain, the salt sea, under the springs of Pisgah, at the sun rising. Today's reading in the New Testament, Luke chapter 6, verses 43 through chapter 7, verse 14. For there is not a good tree making bad fruit, nor a bad tree making good fruit. For each tree is known from its own fruit, for they do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they crop a grape from a bramble. The good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth that which is good, and the evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart brings forth that which is evil. For out of the abounding of the heart his mouth speaks. And why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not what I say? Everyone who is coming to me and is hearing my words and is doing them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like to a man building a house who dug and deepened and laid a foundation on the rock. And a flood having come, the stream broke forth on that house and was not able to shake it, for it had been founded on the rock. And he who heard and did not is like to a man having built a house on the earth, without a foundation, against which the stream broke forth, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house became great. And when he completed all his sayings in the ears of the people, he went into Capernaum. And a certain centurion's servant, being ill, was about to die, and who was much valued by him. And having heard about Jesus, he sent to him elders of the Jews, imploring him that having come he might thoroughly save his servant. And they, having come near to Jesus, were calling on him earnestly, saying, He is worthy to whom you will do this, for he loves our nation, and he built to us the synagogue. And Jesus was going on with them, and now when he is not far distant from the house, the centurion sent to him friends, saying to him, Lord, do not be troubled, for I am not worthy that you may enter under my roof. For this reason I did not consider myself worthy to come to you, but say in a word, and my boy will be healed. For I also am a man placed under authority, having under myself soldiers, and I say to this one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Be coming, and he comes, and to my servant, Do this, and he does it. And having heard these things, Jesus wondered at him, and having turned to the multitude following him, he said, I say to you, not even in Israel did I find so much faith. And those sent, having turned back to the house, found the ailing servant in health. And it came to pass on the next day he was going on to a city called Nain, and there were going with him many of his disciples, and a great multitude. And as he came near to the gate of the city, then behold, one dead was being carried forth, an only son of his mother, and she a widow, and a great multitude of the city was with her. And the Lord, having seen her, was moved with compassion toward her, and said to her, Do not be weeping. And having come near, he touched the bier, and those carrying it stood still. And he said, Young man, to you I say, arise. Today's reading from the Psalms, chapter 43, verses 1 through 5. Judge me, O God, and plead my cause against a nation not pious. You deliver me from a man of deceit and perverseness. For you are the God of my strength. Why have you cast me off? Why do I go up and down mourning in the oppression of an enemy? Send forth your light and your truth. They lead me, they bring me in to your holy hill and to your dwelling places. And I go to the altar of God, to God the joy of my rejoicing, and I thank you with a harp, O God, my God. Why bow yourself, O my soul, and why are you troubled within me? Wait for God, for I still confess him, the salvation of my countenance and my God. Today's reading from the Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 26 through 28. While he had not made the earth and out places and the top of the dust of the world, in the preparing the heavens I am there, in his decreeing a circle on the face of the deep, in his strengthening clouds above, in his making strong fountains of the deep.
And Yahweh says to me, Do not fear him, for I have given him to you. Send forth your light and your truth. They lead me. And I thank you with a harp, O God, my God.
In his preparing the heavens I am there, in his decreeing a circle on the face of the deep.